not fair.
Passing the buck down
yeah,
the line.
don't pass it to me. If you got ripped off, that's not my problem. So he's trying to tell me that I'll have to raise the house price $30,000 more if you want me to fix it. In other words, basically, I'm prison.
He's trying, he's trying like a bait and switch kind of thing. Yeah, something like that. It seems like, wow.
So he said he was gonna have him come here, the same guy that broke the house downstairs, the same guy, to have him come back here to do this work. I don't even want that man standing in front of my face.
No.
Because, especially now that I did, first of all, he was here. And he said, could you please, there's no one else that I know that could fix this. And I said, I find that so hard to believe that there's no one else that you could find besides this clown to come over here. The same man that messed up the whole house in the first place and why we had rain in our house in the first place.
And he doesn't want to take...
So he doesn't understand. I don't know if he has a hearing problem or what is the barrier happening, but after the video that he just showed me, I don't want him back here anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And he don't want to take the time to come out here and look at it, so... I can't pay $2,500 a month to a guy who's not even going to fix the property that was damaged before we moved in, because then he lied.
And by him. And he's the one responsible for that,
Yeah, he stated this is a brand new home, fully furnished, fully remodeled. And then we get here, and everything looks good because it's bandaged.
It should have said, honestly, for sale, handyman special.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this house, honestly, technically would be good for somebody like with your experience.
You could come flip it,
You could come in here, and you could come in here. You know what you got to do, and you could flip it. I'm not you. I don't have your experience. I'm not a flipper. I just wanted a house for my family.
Yeah.
And for him to lie to me and say, okay, and then it's like this.
Yeah, and you're taking his word that this is good, Because,
and then he said he was gonna fix it though.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why we even bothered. I even said, okay, you're gonna fix it? All right, so then I'll still buy it. Other than that, I would have never came there.
Right.
And now I feel stuck in a house like this that's slanted.
Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah,
Do you have experience in this kind of stuff?
I do.
You do.
I do. I've been doing this for 35 years. My dad used to have like 14 rentals around town, so I grew up, working on his rentals, and all of them were all old houses, like this one.
This is
And the house I lived in, just telling him, I've been out there for about 2 years now, but it was built in 1929. And the basement looks almost the same as yours. With little half walls and stuff, just like that. But I've seen a lot of different things between, like say here in Fowler, houses that have a foundation. Usually they have a concrete foundation.
Yeah.
This one house had a concrete footer with wood walls framed up for the foundation walls, and that dirt was put up right against that. Who does that? It's dirt. You're supposed to be holding up the house, and it should be concrete anyway. But I see so many different things, and
I don't understand why people. I don't know how you deliver yourself.
And sometimes you just got to get creative in how you go about it, because certain situations, you move the wrong thing and the house is going to come down. And I used to have my general contractor's license. I let it go because of 911 happened, and couldn't get any work, man. I was getting calls every day, 5, 10 calls a day. But after 9/11, it just gradually went to like 5 calls. The next day was like 3 calls, and then pretty soon at the end of the week there were no calls. So I let my license go. I had my kids, my boy got leukemia, so I ended up working hourly for a contractor. So my son could get the insurance. I'll pay for that. So. But
life is really hard.
I have my general contractor license, and I should go get it back again. But I've been staying busy without it, and I guarantee my work. I don't do shit. I don't do crap like that. What I do, I sign my name to it, and I want to be proud of it when I'm done.
Well, that's what you should be doing. I don't understand how anybody would want to do anything different.
See, and there's so many things that revolve around safety. For the homeowner especially.
Like I was scared. I was like, oh my god! So the house came down a ½ inch. Like, are we gonna sink? And we called that company Groundworks, but I still never saw the video like I saw yesterday.
Yeah, like this stuff, just happens with the last. This is gonna get worse.
Yeah.
You know, especially with the winter coming on, you know, all that cold air and the heat and everything. You know, I would, if it's something that I can't do, or that I have never done before, something like that, or I won't do it, you know, because I'm not gonna take the chance of screwing it up worse than, you know.
Well, that's what I think this guy did.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing, and he said,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
know what to do, because he wanted the
'Cause he
money,
wanted the money,
and the
yeah.
guy's not here, so he took advantage. Because I
Yeah.
cannot believe that cost what it
The
cost.
video that I took yesterday, the weight-bearing wall that he created, isn't even attached to the roof properly or the
The
floor.
floor, yeah.
So it's not even, it's not supporting
Not
anything. It's just
even anything, really.
there. It's
Yeah.
just for show.
So, do you think you can look at that
Yeah,
and
yeah,
maybe
definitely.
tell me something, because I'm not in peace right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a wreck.
I could definitely, I could, you know, I could probably figure out, you know, what we need to do, depending upon how bad it is, really. I mean,
Yeah.
if I can't give you an answer right away, you know, I could take the time to think about it, and then, you know, by tomorrow morning, I could have an
So
answer
just
for
take a
you.
good
but-
look and see what you see with your
Yeah,
eyes.
I'll probably
and-
take a couple pictures, and then, you know, take some notes in my book here. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. I mean, you know, if the expensive part of it's gonna be getting the stuff, the materials to do it, yeah. You know, I got the guys I work with, you know, I trust what they're working at. You know, we all work pretty cheap, you know. You know, just so we can keep getting work, you know, that's how we stay busy, you know, and usually somebody will tell somebody else, you know, hey,
Word of
I'll
mouth.
call this guy, yeah, I rely upon word of mouth quite a bit.
That's how I got the plumber. I found him word of mouth. His name is Devil Dog, or Devil Dog.
Yeah, something like that.
But,
Veteran.
You know, I get a lot of work through that app, that Nextdoor.
Yeah, the next door.
Yeah,
That's where I
you-
got him from.
Yeah, I've been pretty, I'm doing a roof right now, and then I got a water line that I'm gonna replace. So I'm kind of busy right now, but I mean, I always got room to, you know, throw something in there, you know. If I have to schedule a week down the line or something, but I mean, and I'm reasonable, you know, I cover, you know, I understand your situation, and you know, I don't mind working with you, you know, on things like that, you know, because you're already, you know, I'm sure you already put out, you know, a good amount of money for this place, and you hate to lose any more, you know, I understand completely.
I just want a safe roof over our heads.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, you know. Like I said, this is going to get worse, and you know, eventually it's going to fall out, you know. And if the door's not opening, if it's sunk that much over there,
It has
you
to
know,
get
pretty
back
soon,
up.
I mean, the roof, you know, might start falling apart too. I mean, it's just a domino snowball effect when stuff like that happens, you know.
It's scary.
It is, you know, and you know, I hate to see shit like that, you know, because it gives guys like us, you know, a bad rep, you know, and you know, people get leery about, you know, who they hire, which is, you know, you should be anyway, you know. I think, especially here in Pueblo, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys from Pueblo or?
No, not originally.
Where you from?
Originally New York, New
New
Jersey.
York, yeah.
Then
well,
Florida, then here, because
Yeah.
my daughter's family is military. So we all wanted to be together, but they're in Springs and we're here
Yeah.
because the last time I was out there, the same problem happened. I bought a home that I got, but it had black mold, so I had to leave it.
Yeah. That's
So it's just, I'm trying to figure out what in my head, what can I do here? What can we fix?
yeah.
What can we do? Like, what would it cost?
Yeah,
you know,
we'll look at if there's anything urgent, you know, that needs to address right away, then that'd be the way to go, you know, as far as the damage. Because I mean, like I said, they just get worse, you know. The ground settles, the ground moves, you know, the winter time's coming, so it's going to be freezing and thawing out, freezing, so it's going to be heaving and hauling, it's going to be pushing against your house, you know.
I have a question. I have a survey from a company that came, and what the survey says is everything that was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And what needed to be done, like on the outside and all that. Do you want to look at that as well?
Sure. Yeah.
And you know, you could even.
Yeah, they'll give you an idea of what's going on too.
Yeah. That was the first company that came here.
Uh-huh.
The second company that came said the same thing, but they're also they replace, they don't repair.
They don't repair.
So
yeah.
they're of course way more than. So he said you could hire a construction, you know, person that could repair, but we only replace. So you know.
Yeah, that's their way of making the money, you know.
Because they're only gonna replace, take everything out and then move it over.
Yeah, you know, sometimes repair work gets pretty expensive too sometimes, just depending upon what it is, you
Oh,
know.
yeah, of course.
Because you might have to add something, we may have to add something to the repair to, replace fix whatever's messed up and then add something to beef it up, just to make sure it stays that way, I mean, I don't know until I get down there and look at it, but, so,
I guess I'll feel better once you go down there and look at it and see what you can tell us.
yeah. Can we get down there? Or?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I got
And
you.
then
Yeah.
when you're done with that and before you leave, then I'll just give you the
Okay.
paperwork.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.